And hello everybody, welcome back to the channel. If you are new here, this is Making It Happen with Mary, and I am Mary. Before we get started with today's video, if you are new here and you have not subscribed yet, please subscribe down below because I want you to be part of my Mary Makers community. Okay, in today's video, y'all, I've been asked this a lot to do a more of a mature morning makeup routine. I am 43 years old, going on 44, so I do try to keep my skin in good shape. I've noticed as I've gotten older that the less is more approach when it comes to makeup. So I just kind of wanted to share that with you guys as to what I do every day, how I get ready. So anyway, first thing I do in the morning before I put my makeup on, I moisturize my skin. Now, lately, I have been really liking Olay Regenerist. It's, for whatever reason, it just seems to work really well with my skin. As you can see, I'm like almost out of it. But I just put a little on in each area, like that. And then I just rub it in. Yes, I use the same makeup, the same lotion on my under my eyes and above my eyes. There, I do not have any preference with that. Now, once in a while, I will try out stuff that has been sent to me for under eye. And if I really like it and I think it's worth it, then I will talk about it on this channel. But otherwise, if I don't see it doing anything for me or improving my life in some way, I'm not going to bring it to you guys because why should I waste your time, right? Right. Okay. So we are going to let this sit in for about 4 or 5 minutes. I'm going to go get my coffee. I'm going to go just do some other things, and then I'll be back. Okay, we are back from my letting the moisturizer sit in on my face. If you see me looking down, not directly at the camera, it's because I also do use like a handheld mirror because it's kind of hard to do your makeup when you're looking up in this thing like this, you know, so bear with me, all right? All right. Now that I've let that sit in, what I've been doing lately is a combination of things. Some days I will use this. It's called Cicapair from Dr. Jart. It is Tiger Grass Color Correcting Treatment because especially in the summer, I feel like it gets so hot outside that if I wear any type of a foundation, I feel like it's sweating off of me and it just feel like it's gross. Now, if it's a cooler day, I will tend to wear Bye Bye Foundation, the Full Coverage Moisturizer SPF 50. It is a tinted moisturizer. I do use this one in the color Light Medium. And as you can see, I am literally almost out of this puppy. Like, it is my favorite brand. It is not a full-on concealer, or I'm sorry, a full-on foundation. So I think that's why I like this. But for today, we are going to use the Cicapair, the Tiger Grass Color Correcting Treatment from Dr. Jart. It is green. I know, don't freak out, don't worry. I just literally get about maybe that much, and we'll get a tiny bit more. About that much on a fingernail. I put it on my fingers like this, put it on my 2 fingers like that, and then I just pat. I pat all in this area here. You literally just pat it into your skin. That's all you're doing, is patting it in. So after we do that, we just kind of let it sit for just, I don't know, a couple minutes and let it sit, right? Okay. So while that is sitting on my skin for just a couple of minutes here, I have a question for y'all. Would you guys be interested if I did like get ready with me story times or get ready with me Q&A sessions, things like that? Because I have a lot of really interesting things I could tell you guys, like dating after 40, what it's like to homeschool your child while working full time. I could give you life updates with some things because I just had some serious shit happen in my life, but I haven't chosen to talk about it here on the channel yet, which I'm probably going to at some point. Would you guys be interested in seeing something else? Because my hair is really, really long. It's down to my butt. Would y'all be interested in seeing me actually cut it myself on here? Yeah, I'm gonna be ballsy. Hey, if you can't be ballsy now at 43, when the hell are you gonna be ballsy, baby, right? Anyway, okay, so that has probably sat long enough now. The next thing I do is, I really love this. It is by Becca, and it is Under Eye Brightening Corrector. I don't think they have like any, I don't think this is a color. There's no color in this, but it's by Becca. It's an under eye color corrector. It does look like this. As you can see, I've gotten quite a bit of use out of this puppy. And then I just take a standard squishy makeup sponge. I do wet my makeup sponge first. I get it nice and wet. I squeeze it out, let it sit for a couple minutes while I'm doing everything else. But then what I do is I just put a little bit on the top of it there. And then go in like this. And I just go up toward my eyebrow, and then the same motion over here. I go up toward the eyebrow. Because one thing I have learned is that as you're getting older, that typical diamond shape we would draw under the eye tends to actually pull, it makes our eyes look lower. But this way I've been doing it since I hit about maybe 40, 41, where I go up and then up this way, which kind of draws the eye up. And can you see the difference there? Can you see the difference there? Look at the difference under my eyes. I mean, y'all, it's definitely a noticeable difference. Okay, after I do that, I then take, I have a translucent setting powder from Sephora, which it's loose powder. I don't want to spill this, but it looks like that. I take a dry sponge, just get a little bit on there. I don't put a lot on there, like that. And then I just kind of gently press it into my skin where I put that color correcting treatment. And I do this just to set that color correcting treatment, because if you don't and you have any type of under eye wrinkling, anything, that stuff will sit in the crease and it's not an attractive look. So I do this to set it so it won't spread. So as you can see, it's not like I'm putting on a ton. Okay, there's that. Look at that. Shit, I almost don't need no damn makeup, right? But wait, it gets better. It gets better, I promise. The next thing I do is my eyebrows. Now, y'all, I am bougie on a budget, baby. There ain't nothing wrong with some Wet n Wild. Their eyebrow palette, which is in ash brown, number 963 is what I use, ash brown. I'm not one of these women that spends like intricate amounts of time on my eyebrows. I remember when my daughter was in high school and she would spend literally, it felt like 20 minutes a morning just on her eyebrows to get them perfect for school. I ain't got that kind of time. I got shit to do, things to do, places to be, people to see. I ain't got that kind of time. So what I do is I just use a regular old spoolie, right? And I just kind of push my brows up and over to kind of give them some shape like that first. Up and over like that. And then I take a small makeup brush like that. I use, as you can tell which one I use, it's like that medium brown color. This is way too dark for me, but I use that medium. And this, the only thing I use in this entire palette is literally that medium color there. That's it. That's it. And then I just get a little bit on there. And I start here I just kind of push, I just literally blend it in with my actual eyebrows. That's it. That's all I do. Blend it in. And I kind of bring it over and down. And voila, an eyebrow. It's not that rough, I promise. And we do the other brow. And voila, all done. Voila, you have eyebrows. That is it. Literally took me, what, a minute to do my eyebrows? I ain't got time. I ain't got time for that kind of stuff. I am a busy woman. I got things to do, okay? So the next thing I do, because I want to add a little bit of color to my face, because I do know that contouring does help to bring out facial features, and it just makes you, now I don't do the whole like 40 different colors on your face. I literally use one color and that is it. I love this stick. It's by GRWM. I don't know if I'm saying that. GRWM. It is the Bloom Bronze and Glow Bronze and Highlighter Duo Stick. I do use it. The colors on here are Sunset, and then the highlighter is Skinny Dip. I don't use the highlighter so much. I just tend to use literally the darker shade contour piece like this. See? Just like that. And then all I do is I make one line here. Just one line there. I follow my cheekbone and go down about here. And then sometimes I do just a tiny bit, like I'm talking the tiniest line there. You see it, just like the tiniest line, just teeny line. And then right now we sit here and we look like this for a minute, right? A little bit more up there. All right. I feel like I'm like ready to go hunting and sit in the woods on a tree stand or something somewhere, right? Anyway, I take my, it's a medium sculpting brush. I want to say this one, oh, this is Real Technologies brushes. I love these brushes, love them. And then I just kind of hold my hair back like this. And I literally just blend it into my forehead like this, just using circular motions. Just use circular motions. And then I literally just go up and down on my cheeks. You're literally going to follow that line. That's all you're doing, is literally following the line. I do make sure it's blended in on the sides, all the way down the side of my face. And then the same thing with these little lines down here. Just blend them in. There's no like right or wrong way to do this, but I do feel that it adds some depth to your face, and I just think it makes it prettier overall. So yeah, that is the extent of what I do when it comes to contouring. I don't mess around with all these like a ton of colors or none of that. I don't do any of that. None of it. The next thing I do, I have been a huge fan of Urban Decay's Naked, their illuminator powders. This one is my tried and true. I love this puppy. She's older. It just says Naked Illuminated Luminous. I don't know if that's the color is luminous. I don't know. I've had this thing for a while, probably longer than I should have. But I take a tiny, which one is this? It's the Real Technologies brush. They say it's a setting brush, but I find it's like the perfect size for highlighter. And I literally just get some on there, and I go right up under my eye area, again, toward the eyebrow, lifting my face up in that direction. That's all I do, is that. I do tend to take a tiny bit and go right down the center of my nose, on the tip of my nose, my Cupid's bow, and just a tiny bit on my chin. But that's all I do with that. That's it. That's all I do. And then, let's see. For makeup today, I think we're going to do my tried and true. Whew, okay. I had a little bit of malfunction there. My whole setup just like decided to take a dive for a second. I'm getting sweaty now from, whew. from having to fix that all back up. Okay. So anyway, back to it, right? I feel like my lighting is off just a tiny bit, but oh well, it is what it is. Next, I'm going to go into my tried and true, my eyeshadow palette. I do love a lot of Urban Decay products. This one is Naked Wild West. I love this packaging. Look at that. That is so freaking cool. I love that packaging. But anyway, I do use the brush that comes with it. Here is what the palette looks like. Please excuse my dirty mirror, but that is what the palette looks like. I do like to use a lot of these shades here. I kind of stick to neutral shades. For today, I'm going to use this third shade here, which is called Nudie. And I just get it on the brush. And I literally just dab it onto my skin in the corner of my eye. Just literally going in circles. If you can see this here. I just literally dab it into the corner of my eye. And then we're going to do the same thing on the other side. Okay. Then with that same brush, without putting more on, I literally just go over like this on literally the upper part of my eyebrow there. Or my eyelid. I'm sorry, my eyelid. I do the same on both eyes. And there's that part, if you can see that, how that looks. This one, I think this one might need a little bit more. There we go. Even that puppy out a little bit, right? Then, let me just blend that in a little bit more. Same with this side. Okay. Then, the only other thing I do is take the smaller end of the brush, and I will typically try to find like some type of a bright color, like this silver here or this gold next to it. For today, why don't we just go ahead and use, let's use the gold. It's called Hold'em. The gold color is called Hold'em. And then I just, that little bit of part that I didn't do, I just dab that in there like so. I'm just dabbing that in there in that inner corner of my eye like that. Let's see if I can get a little bit closer for you guys. And then sometimes I kind of drag it down into my inner eye, like, or not my inner eye, but like my inner eye crease here. Because it kind of gives it like a little bit of a zing on your inner corners like that. See? I don't know if you can see that, but I'll get a little closer here in a minute. And then the only other thing I do is with that same brush, I'll probably use that same color, the Hold'em, and I'll go under my eyes. Like that, just go under my eyes so it gives it a little bit of color. I try to use lighter colors under my eyes because I feel like it makes your eyes look brighter. When you use darker colors under your eyes, it tends to close your eyes up and make them look smaller. So I tend to not do that. Okay, that is all I really do for my eyeshadow. That is it. And then the last little pieces of my like morning get ready. I do love, I've been using Maybelline Sky High Mascara, Lash Sensational. This color is, oh my God, I'm getting old. Blackest Black, Blackest Black. And what I'm in need of a new tube. But all I do is just simply put it on my eyelashes. I tend to do like maybe 2 coats each eye, but I start on that inner one and then I do the outers. So that's 1 coat. And I think for today, I might actually mix this up a little bit. Because it doesn't seem to be giving, because I think I'm like literally almost out of this. So I'm probably gonna have to pick up more. But we'll do with that one coat with that. Look at that, I got a frickin'. We'll do one coat with that, and then the second coat we are gonna do with Maybelline The Falsies Lash Lift. Again, the color is Black is Black. I need to pick up some new ones. This one has a much fatter brush. Yes, I do like this one. I tend to use several different mascaras at the same time because I feel like one coat will do one thing, and if you use the same, like that first one kind of gave me length, whereas I feel like this one gives me thickness. And you can see the difference there. And then this one, we are going to just do another coat like that. Look at that though. Look at the difference. Mascara eyelashes are my thing. I have a ton of like fake eyelashes and eyelash pieces that I use, like eyelash segments that I use. Because I just feel like eyelashes make or break how your face looks. I just really think that it makes your look. Your final result, anyway, I should say. Okay, that's better. All right, and then I just do my lower lashes. And you really want to make sure you get something that doesn't tend to flake onto your face throughout the day. I've noticed that other brands tend to do that, but the more expensive Maybelline ones don't. But look at the difference with the under eyes done as opposed to not. Look at that. You can definitely see a huge difference with how your eye looks. I am all about that under eyelash, baby. That's right, that's right. Okay, that is the extent of what I do with my eye makeup. The next thing I do is literally, I've been loving these lip oils by Bath & Body Works. This one, Candy Pink. Candy Pink, I don't know if they still sell these, but I loved them. That's why I do like their lip oils when they come out, because they're super moisturizing and they do add just the tiniest bit of color. And again, this is Candy Pink. I don't line my lips. I don't do any of that. That's it. And that, you guys, is the extent of my makeup routine for the day. That is it. That is the most that I do, except if I'm going out somewhere and I'm doing something like special, or I really feel like I want to get glammed up, which I tend to do sometimes. But the majority of the time, this is what I look like. So yes, 43 years old, that is my morning makeup routine. I hope you enjoyed this video. If you did, please leave a like below. Leave me a comment. Tell me if you like this or if there's something else you'd like for me to do, maybe explain more in detail. I'd be more than happy to try to do that for you guys. Subscribe if you're not already subscribed, and ding that bell so you're alerted every time I upload. All right, you guys, that is all I have for today, and I'll catch you in the next one. Bye-bye.